Hi, you're watching Thrive, a place where ideas grow. My name is Rochelle, and I'll be your host today. Today's topic is voluntourism. Voluntourism is a form of tourism where the travelers participate in voluntary work, usually for charity. Now, it's become increasingly popular recently, but with that increased popularity comes increased criticisms as well. A few years ago, NPR did a story questioning the effectiveness of volunteer travel. Shortly after, Discover Corps, a very popular voluntourism organization, released an article defending its merits and citing the Peace Corps as a pioneer. Now, I've served in both short-term work projects, volunteer travel, and Peace Corps, 27-month commitment in Morocco. And it's pretty clear that these two things are vastly different. This video isn't to say that there's no merit to voluntourism, because I think it's different depending on the situation, the organization, the country, the project, but more to say that they're just not the same thing. So there are many reasons, but this video I'm going to give you 6 ways that Peace Corps is not voluntourism. Number 1, we live with host families. Anywhere from 3 to 4 months or even longer, volunteers stay with host country nationals, oftentimes in the community that they're going to be serving. Even that time period of learning and listening to culture and what goes on in the household often is longer than short-term volunteer projects would be. And during that time, we're able to understand how decisions are made and understand the culture in a way that you can't get in a session or on a PowerPoint or by reading an article, but only by living with families. Number 2, we learn the language. Now, if you're anything like me, languages are not your strong suit. But it isn't about having perfect syntax or grammar or conjugation, but it's about being able to laugh at the jokes and cry at the soap operas and empathize with the stories. And that's what's important. And honestly, my effort of trying to learn the language meant so much more than anything I ever said in the language could. Number 3, we have no agenda. And really, what kind of agenda or action plan could people in DC make behind their desks if they've never even been to the country? No, we're there, we're on the ground, we're in the community. And when we're there, we work together with partners to create an action plan to fit the needs of that community. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's not top-down, it's bottom-up. It's ecological. Number 4, we listen. And that plays right into that of making an action plan. We listen to the community and what their needs are and what they want from us and how they think we can help and be a partner with them. It isn't about helping them, it's about partnering with them and working together with them. Now, maybe I don't want to teach English, but if that's something everyone in the community says they want, it's my job to listen, because it's not about what I want, really, is it? Which leads me to number 5, the capacity build. So let's say the people in my community do want an English class. I can start by teaching that and use that as an avenue to teach other things. But even more than that, I can enable and empower people of the community to teach that class themselves and capacity build. So by the time I leave 27 months later, that project is sustainable. A good volunteer creates volunteers. And lastly, number 6, we stay for 2 years. It isn't short-term, it's long-term. And in development, 2 years isn't even true long-term development, but we understand that it takes patience and it takes commitment and it takes time to really, really listen and really understand and really figure out how I can best serve that community and what kind of partnership is going to be beneficial for everyone. And that's why Peace Corps is different